Hello, it's Amy, One Mommy Scrapping here, and I have a layout share. It's been a while since I have done any sort of video. It has been a very hectic school year, so I focused on that, and it's now summer vacation, and I thought I'd start back with the layout share. These are the layouts I did for Heather's Crafty Life's retreat in North Carolina back in May. It was a couple weeks ago, 3-4 weeks now. And I got 14 layouts done. I was very happy about that. One of them was even a 2-page layout, so 15 pages, I guess, officially. Wanted to start with my very favorite one. We went to Disney last August for my daughter's 9th birthday. It was a big surprise. We didn't tell her until we were on our way to the airport. And this was my favorite photo that they took all weekend, or all week while we were there. She got to do the Star Wars experience thing where she got to be a little Jedi in training, and we got the Disney photo pass, and they caught this picture, and I just love the determination in her eyes, and it really, for me, magic. I mean, this was, the whole week was summed up in this photo for me. So I used a lot of the Simple Stories, one of their Disney lines. Also for Disney was this page of me meeting Belle. Belle has been my favorite princess the entire time since that movie came out when I was in high school. And I love these crocheted flowers. They were part of the swag bag that we got, so I thought they went quite well with it. And I used some of my favorite Chamel papers. This was a photo shoot with my daughter, and the gold thickers were also part of that swag bag from Heather. And the butterflies worked really well. I used those a lot over the week, or the weekend. They were from the takeaway table that people brought stuff that they didn't want anymore, and so I snagged those. That I like that one. Also from a photo shoot, this was a challenge. I was whipping through some of the challenges, and Miranda Weber challenged me to use mixed media, and she said, and not the little paint flecks that I always like to use. So she helped me out in to use some of the, she had some type of shimmery stuff with a screen, and I liked it. I've actually done some more since then. I fussy cut all the little clouds, so this mixed media with stencils and fussy cutting, and you know, the world was shocked. But I thought this turned out particularly well. This was Christina's challenge. It was a mystery bag. We had 10 items that we had to use. I don't know if I'll remember all of them now, but the dots were one, the hearts were another. This is a cupcake wrapper. This fabric right here, there's a tab, a tag, the doily. This was some cardstock paper, I think it was, like a little, and it has a pearl effect, so I punched little tabs out of it. And then the twine there. And then she also gave us a straw, which she gave us a straw in another brown bag challenge we had with the Secret Not Secret Kid Club, and I struggled to use it, but this time I decided to use it as a stamp. So I have those little circles stamped all over, and those are, I think these are supposed to go somewhere else. Oh, I think they fell down. That should go there. And I'm betting, let's put that there. I'll have to re-glue those down. That's okay. But I like how it came out. I'm not a tag person, and this actually had some orange on the other side. I flipped it over, and then I used some basic gray papers that I had brought with me into the retreat. And I mixed it up with some Glitter Girl too. This was something I had kept for a long time. I wrote a children's book about Normie the Lake Norman Monster, which is our local lake. Lake Norman's our local lake. And so it is rumored that there's a monster in there, and so I wrote a children's book about it. And it was actually, they wrote a short article for a local magazine on it. And I'd kept the magazine, guys, it was printed April 2012. I finally got it in there though. I really like how all that turned out. This was, I wasn't planning on scrapbooking it, but it came, I pulled it out. I was like, oh, perfect. I had these great papers. This is my daughter on her first day of preschool, and Heather gave me this gorgeous doily. Do I have some more? I have some more somewhere. Of course, I can't find them now. But, oh, they're holographic doilies. I mean, come on. You can't beat that. And I used a bunch of my Glitter Girl pad, cut up some pieces. Just love that little smile. Oh my gosh, she's going into 5th grade now, so these pictures have been waiting forever to get scrapbooked. This was the 2-page layout of meeting Mary Poppins. My daughter, we showed her Mary Poppins last summer before we took her. I grew up loving Mary Poppins. I don't know if you can see both pages though with the way my camera's laid out there. So there's one of the pages. These butterflies came in one of the Secret Not Secret kits that Christina delivered to me while I was there. Here's the other page. It's very simple. This is some of the new Cartabella paper called Practically Perfect, which is Mary Poppins inspired, and I absolutely loved it and bought it just to do this layout. And oh my gosh, this was my husband's favorite thing. The very first thing we did, our first full day there, was go have breakfast at Ohana, and my husband adores Stitch, like major heart eyes for Stitch. And the background paper and then this tropical paper were in the grab bag. They were from Miranda Weber for Close to My Heart. And I actually ordered the whole set of papers that were like this. So I've got some more Stitch layouts that I've done with that paper too. But my husband absolutely adored meeting him. And then the background was from that free table that I was telling you about. And I was able to combine some of my basic gray. It was on one of the 6x6 pads, a little cup art sheet, and even a case of the Blas in there from Pink Fresh. And then here is another page from that. Still using that paper. This scallop border is actually one of the reverse sides from this paper. I think it's the reverse side of this butterfly paper. And I thought just color-wise, it went really well. And the green, this green was in our swag bag also. So overall, I thought it all worked really well. And lots of little bits from Case of the Blas, and again, more from the basic gray cut apart sheet. And then this is the sprinkles that Miranda told me I wasn't allowed to count as mixed media on her challenge to me. Another one of the photo shoot with my daughter. I couldn't remember how old she was here, which is why I didn't put a date or anything on it yet. This is, I think, a 2-year-old shot, if I remember. It has the butterflies, and then the paper. The paper came from one of my kits from Christina also. I got 2 kits, my March and my April kit she delivered to me. And then I had brought this 8x8 pad of paper. I want to say it's Webster's Pages Happy Place, something like that. But it went really well. And I bought one 12x12 of this. This was the whole reason I bought it. But then I've got all the little 8x8 pages. I was surprised at how well it went with it. And the little wooden hearts and the enamel dots were part of the kit also. And this one's not my daughter. This is actually my niece, my best friend's daughter. When she was a little tiny baby, I bought her that hat at the Renaissance Festival, and I was so excited that I found a little pink hat with skull and crossbones on it. And she truly is sunshine and rainbows to all of us. She is such a sweet little girl, and I can't believe she's going into 4th grade now. It just blows my mind. But I got some of a box of crayons in there, and just some scraps of, it looks like maybe Bella Boulevard paper to me. I can't tell. Another Disney layout, Happy With You. This was riding the carousel. I love the carousel. The carousel and the teacups, I think, were my 2 favorite rides. My daughter would disagree. She likes Space Mountain. Her very first roller coaster, guys. And she's like gaga over roller coasters. There's that heart paper. I fussy cut all the heart paper. Those are clouds. Those aren't hearts. Cloud paper that I fussy cut all the clouds from the earlier layouts. And I used a lot of the, what is this called? Oh, hold on, it's right here. I used a lot of the Chamel sticker book in there. I'm not a huge fan of these clear stickers, and I'm not, particularly in love with the way they look, but it's down, it's scrapbooked. I love this foam alphabet. I can't remember the person's name who did it. But I left it out in my scrapbook room one time when I wasn't scrapbooking for a long time, and it faded parts of it. But I think with the kind of script it looks pretty good. And another Disney one. If you can't tell, I did a lot of Disney layouts for this trip because I had gotten 40 photos developed to specifically take with me, and they arrived at 3 p.m. on Friday, and I arrived at the retreat at 1 o'clock on Friday, so needless to say they didn't come with me. But this used some of an old Echo Park collection, and then I had these wooden, I don't know where I got these, they must have been with one of the embellishment packs that I picked up. They had the wooden embellishments, I guess it was Simple Stories, and I painted them with some pearl shimmer stuff. And then my last layout, I think this was the first one I did. I just needed to kind of get my feet wet. And this was Echo Park paper, an older collection if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's an older collection. But just using up some of the strip borders, and I've got some more, I think it's Capture from Basic Gray. I thought the colors, they went particularly well together, and there are those butterflies again. I use those a lot. Got some Bella Boulevard in there, and that's it. So real quick, go through it backwards. So I got a bunch of Disney stuff done because I still have hundreds of photos from that. Oh, I love these stitch ones. Absolutely love them. There's the left side of that. Oh, wait, hold on. Stitch first. Stitch went with there. I love my husband's look. He cannot wait to meet Stitch again. So there's the left side and the right side. Preschool. Normie. Eating ice cream. And what's funny is that in the set of 40 photos that was waiting for me when I got back was this exact photo. So clearly I need to scrapbook it again. I don't know. My sweet little mixed media. We are the lucky ones. Oh, so excited to meet Belle. I have photos of my daughter and all our family actually with Belle, but I wanted to do one of just me with her because I love her so much. And that was also taken with that Disney Photo Pass. I mean, that's perfect. And then go back to my very favorite photo. I just love the determination in her eyes. She's about to fight the seventh sister, which I don't know who that is, but my husband told me, and I was like, okay. So thank you for joining me. I hope to revive my channel this summer and do some process videos and maybe some more layout shares over the course of the next few months and kind of get things established so when the school year starts, I have momentum to keep going. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye.